All right, let's talk CGMs, continuous glucose monitors. I've been wearing the Lingo CGM, which is now available over the counter for about $50 a sensor. In the past, I've used the Libre, which requires a prescription, though there are a number of online companies where you can get them prescribed and mailed to you directly. I think I used a place called Very in the past. So I do not have diabetes and I don't have impaired fasting glucose, but I do know the benefits of stable blood sugar. As an ambulatory care clinical pharmacist, I've spent the last 15 plus years managing chronic conditions alongside of physicians. And here's the thing, many of these so-called chronic conditions are our metabolic conditions, and they're really not so chronic. They're really curable with the right lifestyle changes and interventions. I jokingly call myself an N of 1 because in big clinical trials, your N, right, or even small clinical trials, and N is the number of participants. But I say this because before I tell my patients to try something, I always test its value out on myself first, and that includes using a CGM. Why wear a CGM if you don't have diabetes? Let's be real, CGMs are expensive. Even for people with diabetes, insurance often does not cover them unless that person is on multiple injections of insulin. That really should change, but that's a topic for another video. The good news, though, is that some are now available over the counter, like I mentioned, the Lingo that I'm wearing, and more people can access them and use them, even if you don't have a diagnosis of diabetes. So you don't have to wear your CGM all of the time forever for the rest of your life if you don't have diabetes, or even if you do have diabetes, to get some really big insights on how your body responds to food and stress and exercise and sleep. You can take the information from a couple of weeks and make the changes, keep those changes consistent for a few months, and then maybe get another sensor and see how things are going and, fine-tune things even more. So in the next few videos, I plan to share with you what you can learn from your CGM and simple ways to keep your blood sugar stable. One of the biggest things you want to avoid are huge spikes in your blood sugar followed by crashes. That roller coaster really drives inflammation and energy crashes. The good news, though, is there's all kinds of things you can do that are easy and will help you avoid those ups and downs. So if you're curious about blood sugar and metabolic health, or how to use a CGM and its benefits and some of the tips and tricks on how to avoid those spikes in your blood sugar, let's break it all down together. Follow along, and I'm excited to share with you what I know and what I learned from all of my N of 1 experiments.